Thank you, Reverend Jason Davion Mitchell, for setting the tone for our morning's Way of Meditation service. And as you know, from the very beginning of Agape, we have a meditation service before every fellowship service. Meditation is the foundational piece of our spiritual practice. There's all manner of spiritual practices. There's affirmative prayer. There's life visioning. There is sacred service. There is study. There is fellowship. There is generative generosity, practicing the law of circulation. There are many spiritual practices, forgiveness. However, the fundamental piece of all that we do, and also there's singing, there's chanting, there's dancing, using the body temple. All of these are a part of embracing the evolutionary impulse that's within us that we call the presence of God. Meditation is the foundational piece of that. Everything lifts off of that foundation. And so, if you're new to our spiritual community, you'll begin to know that meditation is paying undistractable attention to reality. That reality is called a capital R reality, because there are versions of reality, there's perceptions of reality, there's people's experience of their thoughts about reality, and then there's that which is eternal, and that which is real, and that which is forever. That's reality. And so true meditation is paying undistractable attention to that which is real. So whatever technology we use to practice the art and science of meditation, it leads to a moment. It could be a nanosecond. It could be an hour. It could be a continual awareness of our oneness with life, our oneness with love, our oneness with beauty, our oneness with intelligence, our oneness with God. That moment, that nanosecond, that extension is meditation. Everything else is leading up to meditation. Now, the practice and the art and science of sitting and self-reflecting clears away the obscurations of the mind, the limited perceptions, the points of view. And so that we can, as we're clearing it up, we have a glorious awareness that we are awareness itself, that we are not all that is passing through our awareness, the body temple and its sensations, the emotional body and the eruptions of thoughts that have condensed themselves into emotions, thought forms themselves, opinions, points of view, positionalities, perceptions, all of that noise in the room, all of that is passing through our awareness. With steady practice, we become aware that we are aware. We become aware that we are awareness, and we have the capacity to reflect, to self-reflect on that which is passing through. Moods, attitudes, opinions, all of that. We have come to this stage of our evolution, a perfect spiritual idea made in the image and likeness of God, unfolding to reflect and to reveal the infinite. We're at the stage of our evolution where we can reflect upon the thought forms that are passing through. We can think about what we're thinking about. Now, as that begins to happen, we evolve. We become more mature. You see many people in the world that can't think about what they think about, or they have a limited capacity. They're basically reactive to circumstances. They catch an opinion, a point of view, a stereotype, something to that effect, and they live it out because they can't step back far enough and see that that particular opinion they're holding has nothing to do with reality. Even if something comes into their awareness that disproves their particular opinion, they cannot let it go because their consciousness is too limited. And you can put that in any walk of life, any particular walk of life. So in meditation, what are you doing? Moksha. You're becoming spiritually liberated. You're becoming free. Expanding your awareness that you are awareness so that you can choose Your intention and your choice starts to match your awareness. So if you intend to be happy, you intend to have joy, you intend to be successful, you intend to be healthy, you intend to be prosperous, you tend to have peace, that intention begins to vibrate with your expanded awareness. And regardless of what the world seemingly throws at you, you're still able to maintain the vibration of your intention because your awareness has expanded. Through what? Through the art and science and the practice of meditation. So, self-reflection allows you to disentangle the thoughts that others may have about you or you may have about yourself from the radiance and the resonance of that which is true about you. Do you hear that? Self-reflection allows you to disentangle the thoughts that you think others may be thinking about you or what you have previously thought about yourself. You're able to disentangle that and feel the resonance of that which is true about you. That in the scriptural reference, you are the Christ, the hope of glory. You are the budding of the Buddha mind. You are the Zoroaster consciousness. You are the Kuan Yin awareness. You are the Krishna consciousness. You are awakened being. You're the God in the flesh. You're the presence right here, right now. So you're able to disentangle yourself from all those thoughts that would say otherwise and begin to have a feeling tone of the resonance of your oneness with life itself. And then that begins to disentangle, and then after disentanglement, there's a transmutation of those thoughts. And then there's a clearing, and the horizon of your sky of mind becomes more and more clear. And you'll hear the song that on the clear day within your own awareness, you can see forever. And now you walk on the world with divine enthusiasm, a deep sense of well-being. Love. And I might say at this time in our human evolution, with a cacophony of polarization and hate, the true revolutionaries right now are lovers. Those that love, those that forgive, those that bring peace, they are the revolutionaries on the planet, not the warriors with guns, but individuals who are able to hold the frequency of love are the true revolutionaries of this time in history and are the vibrational building blocks of the next stage of our human evolution. So don't think that you sitting at the altar of your heart in your home or in the spiritual community and you have a deep sense of solitude, that it means nothing or does not have an effect. You, as a holographic expression of the all. Remember, a hologram is that seeming part that carries the whole. You as a holographic expression of God, when you have an insight and a revelation of that which is true, that which is real, that which is forever, it affects the entirety of creation and the furthest star, even now. So you matter, you're significant, and when you wake up, you're potent and powerful. So we practice the art and the science and the way of meditation before every single service. In every class that we teach, we always have a moment of reflection and meditation because that's the foundation of the work that we do. So everything else we do, shamanic practices, chanting, praying, emanates from that, and even all of that becomes meditation, an insight into that which is real. Is there a match? It's lit. Oh, you came behind me. Okay, I was going to do a whole ceremony around that. But we have the fire, we have the earth, we have our breath. Let's sit. Thank you for lighting the candle. Take your shoulders and squeeze them to your ears. Begin to close the eyes and just squeeze everything. Do the opposite of relaxation with your face, your scalp, your feet, your hands, your shoulders, your stomach, everything. Just squeeze. Release. Put a beautiful and magnificent smile on your face. I sometimes say to people, "Are you happy?" And they say, "Yes." I say, "Well, please inform your face." When you inform them, when the face is informed, these wonderful tonic chemicals emanate from the inner pharmacy, and there is a radiance that captures the immune system and the blood pressure and the coherence of the brain. Just a slight smile. So we have a slight smile on our face, our eyes are closed, no one's looking at us. Our hands in our lap, a thumb and forefinger touching as a mudra of transcendence, transcending the ego, that is. And we sit with the vibrational intention that this is an answer to a wake-up call. We've been called to wake up to our glorious nature, to disentangle ourselves from thought forms that would put ourselves down, have a sense of self-loathing, lack of self-worth. We're intending to wake up to our glorious nature of the timeless, eternal presence. We are attentive to this intention with our attention. And the body's breathing. We don't have to make it breathe. It's doing it. So we can simultaneously watch it, which keeps the attention presently, not flying into the future, not ruminating about the past. Intention and attention present. We're right here, we're right now, present. Listening with our entire being to the broadcast of the eternal presence. Let there be light, let there be life, let there be beauty. That broadcast is perennial, wireless. Before technology, the broadcast is revealing itself through all creation. We listen with our entire being as if someone were about to tell us something very important. We listen not just with our ears, but with our entire being. We're respectful and reverential and available, listening with our entire being. Regardless of how many times we've picked up the practice of meditation, this is our first time. We have the beginner's mind. Be still. Stillness, silence, solitude, the three pillars. if drift has occurred, if there's a drifting into mind stuff and thought forms and opinions and projections. We don't beat ourselves up. That's not a part of our spiritual practice. We just bring our attention back to our intention, become aware of it vibrationally, become aware of that vibration of intention, and we begin again, over and over again, as a practice of waking up. requires your attention right now. Drift has occurred and you've gotten captured by inner phenomena, thoughts, forms, and opinions, points of view, projections. Come back. Let all of that pass through your awareness without getting attached to it. Be still and know that the I am God is in the midst of you. You're disentangling from thoughts about yourself that does not resonate with that which is true about you, or the world, or reality. God is. Another moment. Stillness, silence, inner solitude. You take a deep, reverential, pure breath. Release the sigh of ah. Ah. We allow ourselves to embrace the dynamic feeling tone of gratitude. The dynamic feeling tone of thanksgiving. The dynamic feeling tone of pure appreciation. Appreciation for life, appreciation for breath, appreciation for the presence that is never, ever an absence, called by millions of names, but whose nature never changes. The presence of God never compromises nor contradicts its own nature. It is eternally forever itself. And so we give thanks that this is so. We give thanks that our true life is a personal revelation of the isness of God, a divine announcement of a particular, unique expression of infinite potential. Oh, we're so very grateful in this moment of prayer that we're able to, breath by breath, recognize the omnipresence, the omniscience, the omnipotence, the omniactiveness of love itself, of God itself, and feel so at one with it in this moment that something within us shouts, I am that. I am. And everything else is commentary on the I am. I have the privilege and the honor of speaking the word for each and every one of us, distinct units of infinite potential, knowing that we are now awakening to our glorious nature, and that anything and everything that would in any way hinder, delay, deny, obstruct, obscure who and what we really are and the unfoldment of that dynamic truth has no power here. And we stand with the radiant freedom to reflect and to reveal beauty and intelligence, love and harmony, harmonizing prosperity, wealth and abundance, joy, spiritual success. Oh, everything is working together for our individual and for our collective good. And we give ourselves permission to feel it in our bones. We give ourselves permission to allow for ourselves to move into a higher octave of reality. We have to give ourselves permission to move into a higher octave of our reality. And though it is popular speak to talk about hereditary patterns and what we've gleaned from the ancestors and the trauma from the past, we stand with a new thought, a dynamic teaching, that there's something about us that's free and radiant. We give ourselves permission to rise into that awareness and to let go of everything else. That we will never make excuses. We will stand in the awareness that it's all right to be happy and joyous, prosperous and healthy, regardless of the external social milieu of normalized thinking of separation, fear, doubt, and worry, etc. We stand as free beings. We have the courage to be free. We give thanks for this, and more than words can say or ever convey, and we allow it to be so. Instead of saying, good God, it's morning, we say, good morning, God! And go forth and have a bright day. And so it is. Amen. Wherever you are on this magnificent globe, the earth is round, so you can't take any sides. We're all one in the Spirit. Wherever you're standing, wherever you're sitting, wherever you're praying, wherever you're meditating, this is our opportunity to put the dynamic truth teachings into practice through coming to an understanding that we are generative beings and we did not come to the planet to take anything. We came to the planet to give, to share, to shine, to radiate, and to glow for God. So you practice this through the art of giving of your time in terms of your volunteer moments throughout the course of the week or the month or the year, and the circulating of your substance, whatever that amount may be. You give it without attachment. You give it in joy that you have something to give. And in this moment, as you're participating in this spiritual community, going into its 37th year, I think, first of all, thank everyone who has been giving consistently, regularly, or however the gifts have been coming in to support the community and all that we get to do here, the staff that we get to keep, the wonderful equipment we need, this room, everything. Thank you for your generosity. You're paying it forward for people to come and have a direct experience of themselves as God. Everyone else, this is your opportunity to give. Everyone, this is your opportunity to give. And so we stop for just a second and we give thanks for what we have to give. We bless it. We consecrate it and dedicate it to the knowing of truth that makes us free. Freely life was given to us, and freely we radiate and express, circulating the good in every way possible that we may have permanent prosperity. And so it is. Amen. So this is your opportunity. Wherever you are, you take out your phone. This is like 4 ways to give, I think. You can start taking out your phone. You can take the camera and you can shine it at your screen. QR code. Just watch your camera and it'll take you right into the upward spiral of Agape International Spiritual Center of Truth. And you can give. You can choose the regularity of your giving. You can choose the amount right now just using that QR code. That QR code will come back a little bit later. Some of you have written to me and said that you've taken snapshots of it and use it throughout the month as unexpected gifts come in and you give to your spiritual community. We want to thank you for that. That's the QR code. If you like to text, you can text the word give to 424-321-6243. Again, when you text the word give to that number, it'll take you into that upward spiral of Agape International. Again, you choose the amount, the regularity of your gifting, once a week, once every couple of weeks, however you want to do it. And it's better to text this way than to do it while you're driving or at a stop sign or a stoplight. You're going to hear the horns beeping when you're looking down. So text. This is how you use the right use of technology. Text the word give to 424-321-6243 and be a giver. You can always go directly to the website, agapelive.com. There's a donation panel there. Takes you into the Agape upper room. You choose the amount. You check out, which means you're really checking in to your inner prosperity. You can do that right now. You can mail it in. I think there's 5 ways of giving. Here you go. You can mail it in. 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, California, 90211. Checks and money orders are made out to Agape International. You can do that right away. And then the last way, many of you are on the Facebook page. There's a donation panel on the Facebook page as well. So there you have it. The Facebook page, the mailing it in, website, text to donate, and the QR code that will come up at this particular moment. Appreciate your generosity. Do it now. Reverend Julie?
Good morning. We've got a few highlighted announcements for you today. You can visit agapelive.com to find out more about all of these items and to hear about all of our weekly offerings. All times listed are Pacific Standard Time. This week on Reverend Michael's podcast, Take Back Your Mind, catch his conversation on New Paradigm Science with philosopher, systems scientist, author of over 101 books, and 400 articles and research papers, and founder and president of the Laszlo Institute of New Paradigm Research, Ervin Laszlo. Reverend Michael will also answer the life question of the week and guide us in meditation. You can watch or listen to Take Back Your Mind on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. And remember, subscribe or follow to receive alerts when new shows drop each Wednesday. If you're seeking spiritual insight into your finances, health, life purpose, or world events, email Reverend Michael at podcast@michaelbeckwith.com, or your question may be featured as the life question of the week on the Take Back Your Mind podcast with Michael B. Beckwith. Remember, share your first name and location. Agape is open to the public every Sunday, 11 a.m. for meditation, 11:30 worship service. Just be mindful, we've got a little construction happening around the building and on Wilshire Boulevard, so give yourself a couple extra minutes to find comfortable parking and arrive with ease and grace. And by the way, we love seeing y'all here, so come on up to Agape, and remember, all services are live streamed. Loving Hands Unite, the Adoption, Foster Care, Fertility Ministry, meets this Friday, May 12th, 7 p.m. via Zoom. If you'd like support with any aspect of the adoption process, email lovinghandsunite@agapelive.com to receive Zoom link and join. Also, join the Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, Queer Plus Ministry at their new time this Saturday, May 13th, 9 a.m., live on Zoom. Email lgbt@agapelive.com for the deets. And listen, a person that is ill has only one dream. A healthy person has many. Your health is wealth. So give your body temple the raw materials that it needs for renewal, regeneration, and recovery, and stability of good health. Subscribe to AdaptoZen at Nutririse.com. Get the Revs Superfood Greens and Vitamin D3 K2. Your body will be so happy that you did. Also, you're a vibrational being. Allow yourself to be vibrationally influenced only by high healing frequencies for your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Go to soak.com, get your 7-day free trial. Soak Sound Frequency Therapy offers clinically proven, effective healing protocols. You can go to soak.com, use code AGAPE50, receive a 7-day free trial, and 50% off of all the frequencies for the life of the subscription. Spiritual community grants you immunity from the lower vibrations of life. So join, this is an easy one, join our morning prayer community, 8 a.m., and our meditation practice community at 12 p.m. Weekdays, you can go to Agape's Facebook page and feel the great difference that it makes in your day. Just to tap in for a few minutes, get that prayer, get that meditation. We've got that going Mondays through Saturdays, so join us on Agape's Facebook page. If it's important enough to be concerned about, it is important enough to pray about. Agape's prayer ministry is here for you. Our spiritual practitioners are here for you in your moments of need 24/7. Call the Agape Prayer Ministry 310-348-1270 or email us for a written prayer at prayer@agapelive.com. If nobody answers, definitely leave a message. A practitioner will call you back. Join Reverend Michael for a 2-day live in-person event. Your destiny awaits you at the Gaia-Sphere Event Center in Boulder, Colorado. That's June 10th and 11th. In this empowering, unique 2-day workshop, he will take you on a spiritually transformative journey with meditations, activations, and life-enhancing wisdom. For more information and to register, click on the banner at agapelive.com. And just remember, you are blessed and you are the blessing.
Thank you, Reverend Julie. We receive the offering now in prayer. We allow ourselves for our hearts to be open, and we have a reverential relationship with divine supply. We come to an understanding that all of our needs are met directly from the source of all creation. So we go directly to the presence, and we give thanks that the presence is moving through all of these beings in the sanctuary around the world to demonstrate and magnify the abundance that is everywhere. That this community may continue to glow in the awareness that all of its needs are met with ease and with grace and with dignity. It's happening now, and we give thanks for this, and so it is. Amen. Thank you very much for participating in the Way of Meditation services. The next service will begin at 8:30 a.m. meditation, 9 a.m. worship celebration service, and then 11 a.m. and 11:30 for the last service, which, as Reverend Julie reminded us, is open to the public. People have been coming in more and more and more every single week at that last service. And as Reverend Julie mentioned, all three are always live streamed on YouTube, our live stream platform at agapelive.com, and our Facebook page. Stand up where you are on the globe. Feel the impact of this particular song of I Forgive Me, which is a song of releasing anything we hold against ourselves or anyone else, that we may be free.
Now is is a time for me to let go of the shame.
Charles Holt is singing, now it's time to let go of the shame. The past is behind us.
I see
We see anew.
I'm ready.
We're ready for a great and magnificent change, a true dynamic celebration of transformation.
I'm ready.
I'm ready
for my change.
for my change. Listen,
I forgive me.
I forgive me.
I forgive.
I forgive all others. There are no others.
Everything that
We're all one.
I've been holding
Everything that we've been holding on to, we let go now. We let go and we let love and we let God and we let peace and we stand in this moment of a dynamic benediction with the full awareness that all of life is for us and therefore there can be really nothing against us except for the projection of our own lack of vision projected onto the world. So we stand in this awareness and go forth this day on target with our weight beneath us, with our spiritual flag unfurling in the wind. I am what thou art what I am. And live a magnificent day that leads to a magnificent week and a month and a year and a life not wasted in vain. And so it is, even now. Amen. Have a bright and beautiful day. We will see you at 8:30 a.m. Beautiful.